All right. Oh, shit. Listening to myself on the on my phone, trying to send the link to a friend of mine here. Okay. All right. Oh, shit. I forgot my, there we go. There we go. I was wondering why it was all black. Forgot to have my, thing up there. No, the show's not happening right now at the moment. It's going to be happening within the next hour. I figured why not just talk for a little bit, show off a little couple things of merchandise I've recently gotten, and go from there, because show's not for another hour. Figured why not, and go from there. But hope everybody's doing okay. Obviously, Massachusetts has now entered stage 3 of phase 3, I should say, because of the coronavirus and all that stuff and reopening the state. But obviously, Massachusetts is, I'd say, doing okay as of right now. I don't know anybody else where everybody else is located. Hope everybody's doing okay. Yeah, you ain't telling me, Kev. Like, I got stuff everywhere, literally. This is a bag I had a package in. Everything is just, fucking bleh. So I'm trying to do some quick things right now. Especially in the back there. Because all that stuff there. I see my digger axial. Actually, let's see. What do I even have? Undisputed title. Put that there. Empty Mountain Dew box. A couple of die casts I got yesterday. And, just some leftover clothes. These are all clean, though. I got literally no room whatsoever in my drawers. So I literally have to leave these hanging around. Oh, I didn't even see this. I don't know, Spin Master. Yeah, this has to be cleaned badly. It's seen better days. Ugh. Alright, there we go. Marty's in here, so that should be fun. Yeah, I don't own one. I know this might sound kind of strange because I still live with my mom, but I still help pay room and board and all that stuff. But I mean, I don't live that far from anywhere. I don't live that far from my job. I don't live far from pretty much anywhere that Dartmouth has for work and all that stuff. I can imagine owning a home. It can be a mess. My mom's gone through that plenty of times. It's owning her own house, and it just leads into nothing but bullshit. Trying to play some baseball here. Up, down the left field. There's an out. Thank you, Kev. But first off, just want to ask everybody: am I being heard okay? My microphone is like where my arm is right here. This is where my microphone is. So, am I being heard okay? Loud and clear. But first off, just want to ask how everybody's doing. Obviously, I don't know where a lot of you are from, but feel free to comment where you're from, how you've been doing with the whole coronavirus, what's your state going through. Dylan Bernier's here. It's not like I forced Dylan to join this. Yeah, Dylan, I know you. Believe me. My this whole thing is like 10 seconds behind. That's the sad thing. Here's fastball. Pennsylvania sucks. Governor Wolf sucks. Held a gun to my head. I'm from Ontario. I've heard a lot about Canada really didn't get struck that bad with the coronavirus, so that's good at least for Canada. Pennsylvania, God, I feel bad for everything that's going on with Pennsylvania. I feel bad for the fans that are going to be going to Bloomsburg next week because a lot of the fans have to wear the masks and they have to do all this weird shit, I guess. They even have to wear the mask in the grandstands, I think. But, I think it's good to be safe than sorry. But, catch you later, Kevin. Have a good night. Yeah, Dylan, Bloomsburg is still happening. It's going to be the first four-wheel jamboree stop. It was supposed to be Lima back in June, but that got postponed until either postponed or fully canceled. And now it's just strictly Bloomsburg and Indianapolis. Brandon, where's the All-Star Show going to be held at? Excuse me? Wow, I'm surprised IndyCar's even doing a show. It's such a shame though that they didn't go to Indianapolis. Let's see. Hagersville, Oh yeah, I've heard of that speedway. It's just such a shame. Well, how weird is it to think that NASCAR went to Indy first before the Formula One / Indy cars? That's it's kind of shocking if you think about it. Yeah, I was. I just recently found out I was supposed to go to SummerSlam in because I'm everybody who knows me personally. I'm a major wrestling fan, and I was supposed to go to SummerSlam, and unfortunately, I just found out now that SummerSlam is no longer going to be held in Boston. It's going to go to um, Florida Performance Center. So, fortunately, that got all fucked up. What do we got here? Worcester elevator story, Pat. You'd want it. You'd want to go straight to that first compared to the whole entire fucking weekend we had that year. Dylan, if there's one Worcester year you missed was 2016. Probably one of the weirdest lineups in Worcester history, but the stories, holy shit. Let me see. What do we have for a lineup? Digger with Zimmer, Porter with Carolina Crusher, Robert Parker and Gravedigger, Prowler with Lenny Kilder, Saigon Shaker, Thrasher, Black Stallion, and Higher Education, I believe. I believe that was the lineup. It would have been my first arena show I took pictures at. Actually, I have a couple of photos I'm about to show everybody. It's such a shame. Like, if I knew how to work OBS and all that stuff more and more, I'd show the photos on my phone in a more clear quality. But you got to look at my horrible iPhone 6 photos then. No, I said Robert Eagle. Robert Eagle. Robert Parker was in Lone Eagle. I said Lenny Kilder was in Prowler. It was either Prowler or Pouncer. But the Friday show, I'll never forget. Me and a friend of mine, we were on the train traveling to Worcester. And I shit you not, for anybody who's been to Worcester, Dylan knows this, and I'm pretty sure Pat knows this. Across the street from the DCU Center is a big hospital. So when me and my friend got off the train, we went into the hospital because they have a couple of because anybody who's gone to the hospital, there's like a Dunkin' Donuts in there, there's a cafe in there. So we went inside to go to the cafe. And I shit you not, we went from my buddy's house. Actually, quick backstory here. My buddy tells me to take the train to Plymouth, and he said that his house is maybe like a 5-minute walk. Motherfucker was lying. Because I get off the train, and he's like, "Oh, we got to take a bus," and I'm like, "You said it's a 5-minute walk." I'm like, "Yeah, after the bus." We take the bus. We get off the bus. We're in the middle of fucking nowhere, and the walk was like 20 minutes to maybe half an hour, and there were no sidewalks. We literally had to walk on the side of the street, and I'm carrying my bags and all that stuff. We go to the cafe, and my buddy literally says, "You know what? I think I want to go home now." I'm like, "We had just traveled all this fucking time. Now you want to go home?" He's like, "I'm nervous. I'm nervous." And I'm like, "Dude, I'm nervous too. But you know what? We're good. We're good. You know, you're crewing. You're doing this shit. We're both good." I went in first. I got my wristband. He then tells me to call him when I get my wristband. I call him. No answer. I go out the back door. And for anybody who's been to Worcester, knows that you cannot go inside the building to go to the arena floor. You got to go outside and go to a certain door 4A, to go into the backstage area. That's where they have the pit party entrance and all that stuff. He was nowhere to be found. I remember walking around the fucking building, literally the whole building, trying to find him. Was nowhere to be found. He calls me about like 10 minutes later. He's like, oh, I got in. And as soon as he said that, I see the Predator trailer come in. Oh, that was fun. But then Connecticut relative Pat Roy says to me, hey, where do I go to get in? And I said, door 4A. And he's like, okay, I'm here at 4A. What do I do now? I meet up with Pat. We get Pat signed in. That's a whole nother story. But the first show, that was a good one because fucking Gravedigger, driven by John Zimmer, I think this is the first time in God knows however long, it was the first time I had ever seen a Gravedigger truck run without a flag. And I remember asking Zimmer, hey, where's your flag? Where's your flag? And he said, we didn't get any. We ran out. They're sending us some. So in my mind, I'm like, this is fucking great. We have a Carolina Crusher. We have a Gravedigger without a flag. And, you know, we got all this great stuff. But unfortunately, Digger swept pretty much the whole weekend. Ryan Disharoon, God, I love that kid. He did such a great wheelie. He got it stuck up on the back end, and he had no tailgate. He had no tailgate throughout the whole entire weekend. He broke it off on the first show, and then but what Pat was talking about, the elevator story. This would have been Saturday night. Pat wasn't there for the Saturday afternoon show, and there's no way it could have been Friday night. So we go, because for anybody who... Are you sure it was Friday night? I could have sworn it was Saturday. Either way, we go inside, because for anybody who doesn't know about Worcester, especially for the people who are working, once when you're done with the pit party or anything like that, you have to go back to where you came from outside one of the doors. However, for people who are working the show, you get to go up in the elevator. For some reason, the DCU Center does not have stairs. And me, Pat, I don't know if Chris was there, but me, Pat, and like two of the drivers came in. I believe it was Tracy and Robert Parker. I do know Porter was last, but I'm just going to make up some of the other names. But then all the other drivers came in. Everybody kept having to hold the elevator. And we all looked around. We're like, where the hell's Gary Porter? All of a sudden, we see this yellow and red fire suit walking so slowly. I forget who said it. I believe it might have been Zimmer that said, get the Victoria's Secret catalog out of your ass and move it. Fucking Porter's like, all right, I'm coming. we go in the elevator. We go up to the top floor, and honestly, that's still probably one of my favorites. And the year before, I'll never forget this. The year before, when I shot Foxborough, I don't think Pat knows this. I don't think I even knew Pat then. The year before, when I went to Foxborough, I rode in the elevator with Dennis Anderson, and I had to bring a photography vest back. So all of a sudden, I'm in the elevator, and all of a sudden I hear, hey, wait up, can you hold the elevator? I hold it open, there's Dennis. Literally, my eyes went. And all of a sudden, fucking, Dennis said, oh, you got any good shots there, buddy? And so I showed him what I took, and he went one way, I went the other way, but in my mind, I'm like, I just rode in an elevator with Dennis fucking Anderson. But actually, I gotta get those photos. Let's see. I'm almost there. 2016 was such a wonderful year for monster trucks for me. Oh my God. 2017 Stafford. Wait a minute. Actually, hang on here. Hang on. Pat, I'm about to send you a message. By the way, Dylan, you weren't wrong. Stafford is fucking hot. I remember the first year I went to Stafford, 2015, it was kind of hot, but not that much. But 2017, holy fuck. I literally wanted to just collapse on the last show of the weekend. It was that hot. It felt I wasn't there in 2011, but I guarantee it probably might have felt like 2011 if you were there. Let me just get these photos. So Worcester, probably one of my favorite parts was when I showed Gary Porter my my yearbooks. He literally, throughout the whole entire part of his pit party, he looked at my yearbooks. I felt extremely honored for that. But actually, about to give a friend a call here who wants to join us. Hey, man, you there? Can you hear me? Pat? Hello? Oh, I hear something in the background. Pat, can you hear me? Yeah, can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
But oh my God. So I was just talking about the Worcester stories, but God, Stafford is like a whole book, literally.
Dude, where do we even need to begin with that one?
I'd say, oh my God.
Let's begin here. I got you.
How about the Hooters story? Can we start off with that one?
Which one?
The Hooters story.
Oh God.
No, well,
Actually, no.
Oh, come on. The Hooters story was great.
I had gotten signed in, and me and you were just walking around, and we see that female driver. I forget what she drives. Oh, Kayla. I'm just kidding. I know who it was. We saw Kayla, and she's like, hey, and she gave us both hugs.
Yep, gave me a hug, gave you a hug.
That's memorable right there.
One of my favorite parts, though, that whole thing was Chris's fucking Hawaiian shirt that he wore.
Oh no! On Sunday,
he literally looked like a hobo version of Gabriel Iglesias.
How about the hotel that night?
Oh my God! Okay, wait. Okay, so to back up here about the hotel thing, for anybody who doesn't know, back whenever I used to shoot shows, if I used to see something major happen, I would freak the fuck out. It would get to the point where I lost my voice. But on this night, because keep in mind, we had been out in the sun, we had done this shit and that shit, we were exhausted, and I remember I was sitting, okay, so everybody knows for a hotel, I'm just going to set my phone down here, everybody knows for a hotel, they have like two beds, so one here, and then you got like that random space in the middle of the floor. The bed nearest the window, on the floor was my friend Chris's son, Hayden, just sleeping there on the floor, knocked out completely throughout the whole thing. Chris is on one bed.
It slept like a tank.
Chris is on one bed, and near the front of Chris's bed is Pat.
I'm on the floor.
I'm in the middle. I'm literally in the middle. I'm on the middle on the floor, and Robert, our other friend, he's on the other bed. So keep in mind, Robert and Chris, they had a little adult drinking, so to speak. Chris felt nothing, but Robert, he says that he can drink a shit ton, but he can't. I'm sorry, he can't. So at one point, the guys were just straight up talking about random shit. I forget what it was.
You were sleeping.
No, I wasn't. I was trying to. Remember, I was trying to. So I had mentioned to the guys, please listen. I know you're excited, but come on, can we please quiet down? And all of a sudden, here, shut the fuck up, Dalton.
Yeah, Robert looked over the side of the bed and said, "Fuck off."
Yep. And then the all-time best part. Keep in mind, I'm lying down on the floor. Chris is on the other side, just doing his usual shit. Robert is drunk off his ass. He doesn't know where he is at. He decides to roll over. And lo and behold, he rolls over onto me.
and then rolls over the other
No,
side.
wait. You're getting way too ahead of yourself. So, me and Pat, we said, listen, we got to get this fucking guy up. We got to get him up. So we get him up. We put him back on the bed. I go to the bathroom just so I can wash my hands of filth of Robert. Robert, if you're listening, I'm sorry. I love you to death, but, you were fucking dirty that day. I then all of a sudden hear a big thump outside. What was it? Robert fell. Robert fell again. Thank God I wasn't there this time. So me and Pat, we were like, oh my God, we gotta get this fucking guy up. We gotta put him on the other side of the bed. So we put him on the right side of the bed because we figured if he falls, there's gonna be a good amount of space between him and the wall, so he's not gonna go through anything. He's just probably gonna stay there.
Boy, were we wrong.
His gut managed to either move the bed or something because he was stuck in between the wall. And we were like, are you fucking kidding me? So we had to pull him out of the bed. We had to pull him away from the wall. And then he bumps his knee onto something. I remember him holding his knee, and then he grabs onto my legs. Like, he's grabbing onto my legs, and then he takes my socks.
And never to be seen again.
He literally takes my socks, and then he throws them.
And Dalton's sock was never found.
No, literally, we searched up and down that room for that sock, and hey, you know what? A random hotel in Connecticut, you got a black sock there? It's been 3 years, so do whatever you want with it. But, oh my God, though. So that Sunday show was super fucking hot. Literally, because I remember waking up. You and I got to the track at what? I think you might have disconnected there. Me and Pat, we got to the track at like, here he is. Hey, you there?
Sorry, my connection went out.
No, that's fine. Because I was just talking about the Sunday show. What time did we get there?
We've got to back up to Saturday, though, because, again, when you were taking on a buddy's Mountain Dew.
Oh, my God. Okay, so Saturday day, I should say, because the first show was at 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
That was a hot-ass show.
No, Sunday was extremely hot. Sunday was super hot. But, so we were walking around, and I said, damn, I need something to drink. So I asked Pat if he could get me something to drink. He's like, yeah, take something from the cooler there. So I looked inside. There was Mountain Dew. I took it. All of a sudden, I guess Buddy Young, the former crew chief of Stinger, noticed the Mountain Dew was missing, and Cactus snitches me out.
Yeah, he said to me, "Have you drinking all my Mountain Dew?" I said, "No." I told Dalton asked if he can have some. I told him I said, "Yeah, you can." He said, "Well, you could tell Dalton to go fuck himself."
But I ended up paying him back afterwards. I think it was
Yeah, you bought him a 6-pack, I think, for Sunday and gave it to him.
Yeah, no, I felt bad. And he said he was just kidding, but he still said thank you for it. But but yeah, Dylan, oh my God, you are right. Sunday was always hot. So we had
rain. It rained Saturday night.
Saturday night we had a little bit of rain, and it didn't do shit. It did not do shit.
It was hot and muggy.
Oh my God. So we went to the track Sunday morning, I believe at like what?
Well, you and I had to be there because I had to help Zane and Buddy get the trucks ready for pit party, but you had to do your photography shit because remember we got there and I think Stinger and MOD were the only 2 trucks that weren't pulled up for pit party.
Yep. And I remember when I got there, I took a couple of photos of Tina and Pablo. And
oh yeah. Tina drove his truck out for a pit party. Remember that?
Oh, yeah. No. She's always driven it. Oh, I know. But, so we get to the Speedway, and literally, I remember looking at my phone. This is like 9:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
It was already like 83, 84 degrees. And not to mention the humidity. Because you're surrounded by the woods. And by the time the pit party started, that would have been around 11, maybe 11:30. And then it rose up to the 90s. Lo and behold, it probably might have been over 100 degrees that whole day.
Yeah, it was bad.
I remember, like, my photo was Gary Porter. Actually, let me get that real quickly. Because my photo was Gary Porter. I'm nothing but, like, literally sunburnt.
Yeah, we got really sun. All of us got, especially like Chris and Robert, who were sitting up in the stands. They didn't have
all Chris wanted to do was just drink.
Well, that was like Durham later that year. He got shit faced with everybody the night before. And then
There's me being burned. Oh my God. Don't even mention Durham. Durham was fun though. I love Durham.
It was fun.
Trying to get in though was a major pain in the ass.
I'm glad I just fucking parked the car and then walked in. I was like, I'm here with the monster trucks, and just okay, go on. I didn't have to worry about getting no pit or any like special.
Oh my God. So for anybody who's ever been to Durham,
it's a J&M show.
For anybody who's ever been to the Durham Fair in Durham, Connecticut, from what I remember, to get into the fair, if you were either working the show or anything, if you were working the show or anything like that, you had to go to the back of the fair. And the weird thing was, you had to go to this little 4-way street. Not to mention, it's jammed up with cars, but also there's state troopers directing traffic. So you had to tell the troopers, "Oh, I'm working the fair. I just got to go to the back of the fair." The troopers won't let you in unless if they actually see that you're part of the crew, which means you had to have a pass. We literally had to wait a whole hour just to grab a pass.
Did you have to get it from Caitlin or something?
No, we I forgot who we got it from, but
somebody.
But literally, I told Chris that like after that had happened, I'm like, fuck that. Literally, I'd rather just do top sealed, because top sealed was so easy. All I had to do was just go up to the gate at top sealed and just say, "Oh, I'm working with the monster truck guys." Go ahead.
I thought of some more stories from Worcester.
Oh God, wait.
Do you remember when before the Friday night show, me and you ran Wheeler's switching from the Matt Cody's hauler all the way over to Garrett Porter's hauler, and
I think you might have cut out.
Books.
What was that?
Remember Matt, Cody, and Gary were just looking through your books? And
Nope. I remember. I still remember. It's such a shame you weren't there for the Saturday afternoon show, but I remember. This was pit party day, and I just asked Gary if he could. I just asked Gary if he could sign my book, and he's like, "Yeah, sure. Let me see." He opens up the book, and all of a sudden he just sits down and he starts looking through the whole book as all the fans start piling up. I'm like, "Holy shit, this is incredible!"
I swear that was one of the hard, I guess me and Chris for our helping somebody out. That was definitely a rough one for the Vodders gang.
Oh my God, what was it like?
Matt broke something in the rear Friday night.
Yep.
And wheelies, and then on Saturday night he kicked some cylinders out, and then broke some more in the rear Friday night or Saturday night, and then blew the engine after y'all left on Sunday.
Oh my God.
Still, so.
Honestly, I wish I could have stayed for that Sunday show. The only reason why
was a good show.
The only reason why I left, like, I didn't know about Uber at the time, because if I did, I would have been all over that. But But honestly, I mean, like, it was still a fun weekend nonetheless, because the next week I did Providence. But Dylan, I feel like I've ignored your question here. Yes, they used to kick up so much dust whenever I went, especially 2017. 2017, there was so much dust.
Dude, I've been going to Stafford since 2003, 2004, and it is always either it's like West Lab. It either pours rain and the track's mud, or it's a dusty, dry, hot track. There's no.
You didn't go in 2015 though.
No, that's the 1 year. Well, since I moved to Texas, that's that year, and 18 and 19 are the only years I've ever missed.
It's such a shame you didn't go in 15, because that was my
a good year.
That was my first year going, and holy cow, was that a good one.
But Worcester though, and 26 or on Sunday you missed it. I stayed down in the pits. I didn't even go up in the stands for that.
Oh yeah, no, I remember you telling me about that. But then
I literally lost my shit when Disharoon went out. It was Zimmer for wheelies on Sunday. He just went out and he stood that thing past vertical. I screamed. I was like, "Oh my God!" and jumped up in the air. It was crazy.
How about when we all made a return 2 years later in 2018?
That was a good time.
2018, though, I mean, it was a fun one, but at the same time, it just felt like it didn't have the vibes that 2016 had.
2016 had a whole different kind of vibes that I liked. That's my favorite year I ever went to Worcester.
And that was no. You went in 2017, right?
Yeah, but that was the first year of
the triple threat. Triple threat guys went.
Yeah, you didn't go that year.
Yeah, unfortunately, I couldn't get anywhere to shoot. That was the year I went to fucking Hartford.
Yeah, but we won't talk about that, except the fact that they didn't let you bring your camera in and they made you walk all the way back to the car.
That was Chris's fault. That was literally Chris's fault. He's the one that sold me out on that.
Yeah, he did. But that Hartford, I mean, I like the show because it was mostly all indies, but it was not that great of a lineup. I mean, the lineup was good, but like the overall show wasn't.
No, it really wasn't. But
Hartford usually gets good lineups. That was one of the.
Well, it was an arena tour. It was the first year they did arena tours, so obviously it wasn't really going to be that good anyway. Actually, Pat, I'm going to try to get somebody else on here, but actually, one last little thing here. Do you remember the time when Toby, Robert's cat, tried to kill you?
Do I need to hang up the call now?
Oh, come on. Oh, come on.
Fucking. So, I'll tell the story. So, here we are at our buddy Robert's house, and Chris had passed out, drunk, snoring on the couch like a fucking bear, and I had to go to the bathroom, right? Well, Robert's cat, Toby, he kind of freaked me out because the way he was like meowing at me and shit, I was like, is this dude gonna like try to kill me or something? And I love cats, so it's weird for me to be like freaked out by this because I have 4 now. But so I went to the bathroom. While I come out, Toby's standing right there, sitting there meowing. But instead, and I said, "Go on, Toby, go. Let me try." He starts coming closer, so I go, Chris, this motherfucker's passed out, drunk, snoring, slumped. No waking him up. Finally, Toby walked away, and I escaped with my life. Just kidding, but that.
Honestly, though, Toby is not that bad of a cat. Every time when I go to Robert's house and I meet and I see Toby, he's always nice to me.
Yeah, he's nice to me, but it's like at that point I wasn't really used to cats because I didn't have any, but now I have 4 cats and I deal with them every day, so I'm used to it. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Well, anyway, man, it was good talking to you. Like, we got to keep doing this more often. You know what I mean?
We need to start our own podcast.
Oh, my God. Good luck with that.
I'm just kidding. I don't got the time. I work too much. I'm at work now. I'm on lunch, so you caught me at a good time.
All right. Well, you might as well get back to work there, Sonny.
Hey, I don't go back till 7. I don't clock back into 7, but...
I was just about to say it's 7:36 in Massachusetts, but I forgot you're in Texas.
Yeah, I'm out. All right.
All right, Pat. It was good talking to you, brother. All right. Some good stuff there with Pat Roy. Pat's always been a good kid. You know, he's worked a couple of times throughout the industry, and you know he's learning. Hopefully one day he'll be able to go back to the track. Hopefully anybody will be. Oh, Pat tagged me in something here. Yeah. Well, there you go. You know, I'm trying to get some more people on here. I'm trying to get my buddy Nick Davis on here, Back Channel Productions. See if he wants to chat. Oh my God, it's hot as hell in here. So we got about 20 minutes until showtime. I don't know if anybody saw what happened last week. Last week was okay. Not gonna say it was good or bad, but the Monster Lounge, I would, but unfortunately, that's Cam's name. Cam Seward's account and everything else. He has that, and I'm not gonna take ownership of it. But Dylan, I don't know if you remember from those many years ago, the Monster Lounge. I was a guest on there a couple of times. Oh my God, bring me back to those ages. Oh, I got a couple of texts here. But Monster Truck community. See, here's the thing. The Monster Truck community could do a podcast, but what about? Like, I mean, I know there were a couple of podcasts out there, but like, what would they talk about? I mean, what current events though? Like everything going on in Monster Jam, everything going on in the modern age of monster trucks. I mean, stories probably, but it all depends on who you get. Like Crush This, a monster truck podcast with Bradshaw and Agosh. They've been doing their own thing. I know my buddy Phil has a podcast, but I forget what he does on there. But actually, yeah, Crush This has been around for quite a while. At least about like a couple of years or so. They've had incredible guests on their show. They've had Mike Wine. They actually, a little bit of a plug here. They're going to be having a Pen to Point series table of current events for, I think it's Dan Patrick, Gene Patterson, Tim and Mark Hall. They're going to be having a big, open discussion, so to speak, about the Pen to Point series, which I think is going to be good. The only thing that I mean, it would be good. I don't know. I mean, I know me and Bradshaw, well, I call him Bradshaw, but his name is Bradley Shaw. But I know me and him were working on an idea for the NHRA, for an NHRA podcast. We did a couple of episodes, but I don't know if it's on hold or anything like that. I just, I don't even know. Literally, I never know anymore with everything that's been going on. I know Brad's got a lot of projects of his own. I'd love to do something. I mean, like, one of the reasons why I even got this microphone here was just so I could do something different. And World Finals calls would have been good, but unfortunately, Monster Jam the last couple of years hasn't been doing anything like that. It just stinks, Remember when Monster Jam used to do those live chats? Like, you would literally have to stay up at like 10 or 11 p.m. Eastern time zone just to listen or watch the live chats that they had. SM58? That a microphone? Actually, let me get everything set up here. We might have another guest coming on soon. We might have Mr. Bradley Shaw. I think he's on his way home right now. And we're about to go to the Fight TV app because in just about 15 minutes, we're going to be doing show number 2. All right, Dylan, have a good night. Thank you for staying in here. Trying to get some other people on here too. And unfortunately, I'm not really getting that much luck. But now, one of the other quick things before I hear back from my buddy. Actually, let's see here. Round 1. All right. So we have got about 14 minutes or so before we get into the show here. Now, obviously, with this one viewer I got here, did anybody get a chance to see last week's first show? Did anybody like it? What everybody think of it? I'd love to hear everybody's thoughts. I liked it. I mean, last week was okay. I mean, obviously all the breakage and everything, it was something new. So unfortunately, you can't really doubt it on that. Poor Rap Attack though, fucking done, literally done. I would honestly not be surprised if Rap Attack doesn't make it for this one. That was a hard nose heavy hit on that one. But actually, one quick thing I did want to show you guys. Everybody likes tickets. I got tickets galore right here. I got tickets up the ass. So, let's see. What do we got? The second ever ticket to AEW Dynamite when I went to the Agnes Arena in Boston. I remember paying $56 or $57 on StubHub, and this original ticket was $79. What else we got here? Money in the Bank 2019. Also, I think the best part there is Monster Jam went back to Hartford in December of last year. Takeover. That was a great show. Yeah, I got like plenty of tickets, and also this cup here, you can't really see it, but I have like so many other WWE cups. I've been collecting them since my first WWE pay-per-view I went to in 2016. Anybody here diecast collectors? I have all these totes that you see behind me. Those are pretty much just like filled up with diecast of either drag racing cars, NASCARs. This one here, the box is kind of lighter because I've already taken the car out. Kevin Harvick, one of my favorite drivers going on right now. But this one, as you can see, this one's got a little bit of weight to it. This one has the car in it. This is the 50th anniversary golf car of Dale Jarrett. I believe this was in 2004. Literally to my right, I see John Force cars. I see a Daryl Gwynn car. Trying my best not to yawn. We are approaching 9 minutes. 9 minutes, folks. 9 minutes for the final. Well, not final, but 5 minutes before show number 2 of the Outlaw Monster Drags. You know, last week was okay. I was kind of shocked that there wasn't any freestyle, but I wasn't surprised. I literally was not surprised because of everything that had happened, especially the final round race between, I think it was Samson and... God, who's in the final round? I know Samson was in it. I think it was the Fast Torque or whatever that was in the final round. Let's see. Yep, FTI Torque. Okay. You know, it's so strange because I keep on wanting to call it Q Torque, but for some reason, when you think of Q Torque and monster trucks, who do you think of? Iron Outlaw. So I'm trying my best not to say Q Torque. Jeez, I can't even say it properly. But you know what? For something like this, we need the big guns. Where is it? Come on. Come on. There we go. We need the Damon Bradshaw, Todd LeDuc. And we should be getting another guest here shortly if I can get this goddamn thing open. This is live stream, folks. Don't do that. Fucks up your teeth. Oh, for God's sakes. Do I have a... Here. Come on. There we go. Yeah, that's a fail. I don't care. There we go. Now, what does everybody expect for this show within about 5 minutes? All right, Brandon. Have a good night, brother. What does everybody think will happen on this show? Anything major? Anything like that? Obviously, last week we saw a lot of great stuff. By the way, so a lot of people have been wondering a lot of the new things I have been getting. I will say for everybody here, and I know I'm going to get some comments, so bear with me. I have, within the next couple of days, I should be getting 2014, 2015. I'm in the process of getting 2016. Even though, I shit you not, I've never seen one episode from those seasons. I know they're on YouTube. Monster Jam has their stuff edited up properly, but I've never seen one episode of 2014 through anything now, I should say. I've never seen one episode. Does anybody know if they're good? Does anybody know if they're worth watching, so to speak? All right, folks, we are about 4 minutes. 4 minutes until the next show. Let me turn up my volume here just a little bit. Make sure. Obviously, you're not going to see it, to be precise. So let me just do this. There we go. You're not going to see it in any form of way, but I'm pretty sure you'll hear it because obviously the microphone's right here. TV is right there, so obviously there's going to be some in between there. But, you'll be able to hear it, and plus you'll get to see what my reaction is going to be to a lot of it. I figured why not do something like this and make it be fun? And if it doesn't work, then we'll do something different, I've always wanted to do something good with the channel, so hopefully this works. We are approaching 3 minutes. I can't wait to get my hands on that Gravedigger. That Gravedigger looks beautiful. All right. And we got about 2.5 minutes. 2.5 minutes remaining until we get to show 2. All right, and we are now down to the 2-minute warning. So let's see how this goes. Obviously, last week was a bit of a, bit of a rough show. I do think, though, that this one should be good. All right, and we got about 1 minute and 10 seconds, folks. This ought to be fun. Up. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we have Susan here. Susan, I guarantee I'm gonna fuck this up. Susan Woolley, Miss Susan, my photography aunt, as I call her. She's helped. Hey, that's just that one corner. That one corner might be fucked up, but back there it's not that bad. All right, here we go. Showtime. We have the Star Spangled Banner intro again. Let's turn off this fan. Up. Audio fucked up, I think. Not bad.
Hello, Monster Truck fans, and welcome to the all-new...
We got Medusa. Oh, we got Dave and Susan here. This is going to be great. We got Medusa doing the hosting here. We're here at Yankee Lake in Brookfield, Ohio.
12,000-pound racing vehicles in the country. We'll also bring you highlights from the mini monster class and the brand.
Can Medusa sound so unimpressed?
First, though, we're going to show you the big trucks.
The big bucks.
This is a field of trucks, which includes former indoor champion and homestay hero, Samson, piloted by Rick Stefanos. We have a husband and wife duo.
That truck is really good to see in person, pretty wicked. Lindsay is such a sweetheart.
From the Sunshine State, Jack Brown and FTI Torque. We have the loudest truck in the land, driven by David.
I've seen Rap Attack once, the loudest truck I've ever heard in my life. And then there he is, Mr. Bad Habit himself.
It's all possible. My friend Joe Sylvester driving the big 79 Bent Side Bad Habit Relapse. We're about to go racing with our first pair, so let's hit the track for the first ever Outlaw Monster Truck Drag.
Wait a minute. Are they re-airing show 1? What the fuck? Are they actually re-airing show 1? Wait a minute. Yeah, I literally think that this is a complete rerun of last week.
Who won that one?
Let me actually, oh shit.
Right there in the first round.
Oh, fuck off, remote. There we go. Round 2. I could have sworn I had round 2. That's why. Of course.
We get ready for round 1 racing here on day number 2.
All right, never mind. That was a mistake. But I believe we are here now. What is Joey?
The taunting has already begun. Vertu wants none of that.
Look at Zane.
The Yokohama Heatwave sponsored Ford.
God, those tires look good.
On the starting line, I do believe Vertu sitting up there making him wait the stage. Joey wants to get to the line and get racing. We take a look at how this pairing stacks up.
And so Bad Habit Relapse. Yokohama Tires. That's not that bad. Dave, Miss Susan wants you to tell Joey Sylvester she says hi. Don't forget, otherwise Susan will, hunt you down. She hunts me down every time, too. Love you, Susan. Good God, look at that. Couldn't you get a proper Christmas tree light? Love you, Sue. Oh, they got Lone Ranger there. I didn't even see that.
Sylvester comes to the line for 2. Again, making him wait a little bit.
I think the star of this whole thing is probably Joe Sylvester's girlfriend. She's really cute.
In action last time out here in Yankee Leg. Wants to make a good showing. He did not have a whole lot of trouble in round number 1. When he came back for the semis, he ended up on his leg.
Oh, red light by Zane. What are you doing? Oh, God. Ooh.
To take the round 1 victory.
Zane, why would you red light?
Saber 2 is leading to the right-hand side right there. We get another look at it. And Zane actually got the whole shot down. It looks like shots.
Oh, Rap Attack is still there. Is he still broken? Oh, wow. Wow, he literally broke a shock right off the truck.
Get another look at it here. I believe he snapped the welds of one of those shots.
Yep, there it goes. Man, that's got to stink.
First full double.
Why, thank you.
Joe Sylvester able to take
That is a wrestling belt. I don't. You should see behind me. I got plenty more. Ooh, right there. Yep, there goes that shock. Joey did better this time, though.
Certainly did not need any more trouble this weekend. But successful ride from Joe Sylvester. We go on board with for 2.
Oh, God, we got to go on board with Zane.
See how hard that hit was.
Ooh, God. Ooh, yeah, look at that. By the way, if it makes you feel better, no events are happening in Massachusetts. At least to my knowledge, nothing.
Tough break for Zane Ratu and Stinger Unleashed. Joe Sylvester standing by with Krista.
All right, Joe, so your bad habit.
We got the brother and sister duo here.
Out of the race and Stinger. I don't really think he had a chance on that one. He had a shock break. But it seems like your shocks really have held up. This is, this launch for the starting line. It's you put a lot of faith in those shocks shooting out like that and landing hard on that flat surface. How are your shocks holding up so far?
Yeah, absolutely. I like to say Zane was a little scared after the little tactic there at the beginning.
Oh, fuck off, Joey.
Unfortunately, parts break, and hopefully he's able to get things fixed back up. And but yeah, my shocks built by Pablo Halfaker, race source tuned by me.
Oh, yep, that's right. Pablo built those.
Week to week this year. Obviously, right here we have
no.
None of these guys have performed in a few
This
months.
is what I got.
So all these trucks are getting
that box is empty. I forget. I've been meaning to throw that out.
Run this crazy series I'm starting. Oh, by the way, there's going to be no fans. It's only going to be on pay-per-view. And everybody's like, well, yeah, I want to drive. So I'm super stoked that all these guys are out here. We have changed our shocks every single week earlier this year before the whole outbreak and everybody had to get shut down with no live events. And now we're doing the next best thing, bringing it to the people on Fight TV. And so far, the shocks are working great for racing. My back ain't what it used to be, but if those shocks are working, like I said, you'll definitely know it. I guarantee that.
I think you guys are going to enjoy this show.
Back up on top.
I saw that truck this year, not the FTI Torque, but I saw it as Megalodon.
Deltona, Florida, and then from one
And now we have the beautiful, Pretty Wicked Ford Bronco.
In Pretty Wicked. 79 soft top Bronco. Before we get going, we'll see how this pair matches
Good
up.
God. Last time, Pretty Wicked didn't really do all that good. God, look at that BKT. Stickers coming off. Lindsay is such a wonderful lady. I've met her a couple of times. Couldn't be any more nicer. Zane's cool too. And of course, Jack Brown. Jack was funny as shit. I've never met Morgan Kane's wife, but I've heard she's nice.
Good to see Jack Brown back out here in that
Yeah, last time we popped a tire.
big black Dodge Ram out of Deltona, Florida. New look, new machine, completely new machine.
There's the star of the show, Joe Sylvester's girlfriend.
Yankee leg, and he is road testing that truck right here up against Lindsay Ratu in the 79 Bronco, the soft top Bronco out of Camden, Delaware. Second race of round number
Let's
one.
see. What is with these guys trying to get an early hole shot? Oh, man, what a hit that was. Oh, I think they're both done. Nope, they're still going. Sway bar issues for Pretty Wicked. Jesus, that is a mean lean.
See how low the truck is sitting. She did a lot of damage on that run.
Was that a shock or was that a sway bar? That had. Oh, yeah, she is leaning pretty badly. I think there might have been a shock problem. Good God, the body's even touching the tire.
On this edition of the Outlaw Monster Drags, you can see how far over to the left-hand side the truck is leaning right down on the wheel wells. Body scrubbing the top of those BKTs. We'll get another look at what happened on that run.
Jesus, ooh.
Hard to tell. I think she may have just blown the shocks. Both shocks on that corner. We'll get a look from on board. We won't really be able to see the damage as it was on the rear end of the truck, but you can see just how hard she hit. It looked like she hit nose first and got on the throttle and pulled the rear end down hard again on top of that strip of concrete. Just
Good God.
Launch point on the starting line.
That had to have hurt.
Causing so much trouble here this week with these Outlaw Monster trucks.
Oh, goodness.
It didn't look like she pulled the shocks apart, but she definitely damaged them inside the shock body as Jack Brown motored on with a well-deserved victory in the big black Ram out of Deltona, Florida. Jack Brown is standing up top with Krista.
All right, Jack, so you pulled ahead of Lindsay and Pretty Wicked. She ended up breaking a shock, but you went a little cockeyed, but you brought it back.
Oh, absolutely. For some reason, my shocks were landing hard on this run. I came off the main jump and it
What do we got here?
all over the place, but I had
Dave, what do we got here?
At the bottom of the ramp, so I just nailed it, punched it. It came through and landed
Let's
straight on the
see.
second one, and I was able to take the finish line from her.
Put a little bit of faith in those
I
shots.
see a lot of Avenger pieces there.
They did. I mean, like I said,
Is that a
we're gonna loosen up for the next
Dennis
race.
Anderson
We
action
saved it for the next
figure
race.
I
You
see
know what?
there?
I think I'm gonna take it.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Well, we're lining up our next pair. Two family in the pits right now.
It's about it. I made a full pass.
Even with the broken truck, she still has her optimism, and we will have a single on this one. Rap Attack.
So I guess Lindsay's done. I think she said she was done. I'm not quite so sure. We now Brad Anderson Hemi. Please, I hope that's the Anderson family of drag racing. His sister used to do really good in Top Fuel. Let's see. Ooh, nice. Easy. There you go.
Horsepower going to work for him right there.
Probably the cleanest pass that any truck has gone on that course. Literally, probably the cleanest pass that has ever been on that course so far.
Legacy in this industry, and he looks
Got a little bit of muddy tires.
He has to come right back to the starting line to take on the winner from the previous matchup, Jack Brown, going into the semifinal round.
Oh, we're going right into racing already?
To Joe Sylvester and Bad Habit Relapse, he will get a bye into the championship race where he'll take on the winner of this matchup right here. Brown getting the truck staged up and ready to go.
Good God, that engine must be hot on Samson.
Very, very hot. He's not had a chance to let it sit and cool. As they get set to stage these two machines for the first matchup, the only matchup of the Show 2 semifinal round. Gabby getting Sampson up to the line. She'll turn her attention to Jack Brown in FTI Torque. Both trucks are staged. Here we go, the semifinal round.
Let's see. Come on. Come on, Rick. Oh, wow. Jesus, what a bounce for Torque. Holy crap! Holy shit! Wow!
Samson drives right underneath him. I don't know what happened to Jack Brown in the far lane.
Jesus God! Jack just flew!
Big trouble. The truck working very, very nicely.
Alrighty. That was cool.
That first double. Rick Steffens heading back to the top.
That caught me off guard.
Joe Sylvester and Bad Habit Relapse.
Dave, that was not Metal Militia. Give me a goddamn break.
Had a rough time up against Rick Steffens yesterday when he broke transmission on the starting line. We get another look at the run that these two just made. Watch Brown in the right lane.
Holy crap! How did he not break a shock on that one?
When you're going up, you're not going for Jack Brown. Gave that one away. Rick Steffens and Samson, and after he climbed out of the truck, from smoking a little bit with Krista.
All right, Jack. So I know you didn't come through for the finals, but I have to comment on the fact that you got some sky high air. Like, we were watching you after you launched off the pad there, and you just went right up. I mean, it was a great run.
Yeah,
It was a good run.
I feel like it was probably one of my better runs. It got a little crazy when I got off the second, or actually the first double, and I had to let out of it, and it was just enough for Samson to beat me. But you know what? As a great racer, if you're gonna lose to someone, that's the truck to lose to right there.
That's what we've been hearing.
Lose to Samson, but almost
Dialed in this time.
fucking
he was staying pretty low.
breaking it
But,
in
you know,
half.
I gotta say that you have one of the most efficient, best-sounding trucks out of this fleet. I have to compliment you on that because you got a badass truck right here.
Well, I appreciate it. We put a lot of time and effort in this. I put a lot of my own personal time. Me and my boy Ricky back home, he's our fab guy. We put a lot of time together, built this chassis. He did most of the work, but I had a lot of input on it. I feel like I've bled a lot for this chassis here.
Yeah, that's his new truck from this year that he had for a Monster Jam. We got the championship race already? Wow. It's only been not even 20 minutes. Put on the light.
Rick Steffens and Samson was under these same conditions. Lanes were the same. And unfortunately, Joe Sylvester broke the transmission on the starting line. Never even made it off.
Can Samson get 2 in a row, or will Bad Habit actually get this one?
Ready to go. Joe Sylvester. Can he gain revenge for the semifinal round loss last time out? Now in the championship race with Samson.
Oh my. Oh, Bad Habit actually got off the line this time. Oh my. Good grief. Uh-oh. Habit's coming back. Ooh, this is close. Samson got it. Wow.
Sylvester, he will go 2 for 2. Let's run out some points here at Yankee Lane. The second full race.
You know what's funny? I always say Samson, I just said before, Samson's solo pass probably the best one. That was probably the better pass out of all the races that have happened. Nice job by Rick. Winner, winner.
Sylvester's going to head back to the pit area. These guys are going to try to get these trucks battened down a little bit for the evening. They'll be bringing them out tomorrow for freestyle action. They'll be coming your way in just a couple of minutes. Right here on this second edition of the
Ooh, we got freestyle. All right. Oh, of course, we gotta celebrate by going up a hill. God, look at this. This was perfect. Samson, even though he got crossed up, he still managed to put on a good run. That was great. Wow.
That was great. Wow. Congratulations.
Oh, there's Medusa.
Two in the books. A winner again. He's always a winner. Well, let's see. It's not just you.
Honestly.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. You know, it's always a family event, as you can see.
Yeah.
But now we vibe it up.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, we always love coming home with a win. It's always nice to add another one to the trophy case, no matter how many you got. So.
Absolutely.
God, Medusa still looks good. Even I think she's in her like early 50s or so. She still looks really good.
But this was racing. You guys hit that starting line, kicked it all the way down. You stayed in. It was an amazing race. You hit that. Tell me how it felt this time.
Oh, I knew Joey's gonna be a hard charger on me there. He's a heck of a racer. Always. He always tries super hard. And yeah, we just both gave it our all. And unfortunately, I came out on top. Had to check up a little bit there, but heavy power pulled through on the backside, and it's a good time.
You did, but the reason why I feel that you actually won is because you stayed in the throttle. You stayed in the throttle and you held it all the way through. So tell me what it was like this time without the cars in the second jump.
Coming off that second jump, it just tripped me out. Coming off the tabletop there, just a little bit crooked, and then as soon as I came back,
Well, there's a future driver.
The ground and walk a little bit past Joey there.
Is that like something? Is that like a trick? So when the truck's wiggles out, do you just kind of back up on the power and then hit it, or how do you do it?
Yeah, I mean, it's a play. You play with the truck. I mean, in the microseconds that you have in a race like that, I mean, you're playing with the truck, making sure all four.
Oh, Susan, early 50s is not that old.
And,
Come on, give me a break.
And the more time you spend in the air,
My mom is 54.
So let me ask you, on this
She
second
looks
year
really
that
good
has
for her
been
age.
going on, does a lot determine on the gears that you choose?
Oh yeah.
Trying to get a secret.
Couple.
You want to tell us?
All of them.
All of them? Why? The guys never would tell me either. I hated it. And then, is there some type of secret by how much air you put in the tires?
And we play with it all day.
Oh, here
Up
we
here.
go.
Yeah, we're running about 14, 15 pounds of pressure. Nice and light.
Medusa trying to do the
Kind of tracking tires and the wheels.
56. Okay, never mind. All right. Well, still, Medusa still looks good for her age.
Joe's going to be probably throwing out all his parts out of the truck right now.
Yeah, we got to sell some more PEI parts. So we get
If she didn't have all those tattoos, she would look even better.
Money, baby. Well, you now just saw round two, and he is the winner again. This is fabulous. We got one more at Outlaw Monster Truck Drags. Stay tuned. All right, Joe. So a little bit of disappointment, the damn.
The brother and sister duo again.
They stayed low on those, on those hits, and you got a little bit too much air. But that was a pretty wicked run.
Yeah, unfortunately, wicked bad air doesn't win.
Wicked bad air.
If you have much up in the air, you're not making up any time. Unless these big Yokohama tires are digging in the dirt, I'm losing speed, and I just got a little bit too much air. But like I said before, if I'm going to lose to anybody, it's going to be the Samson team. Tricky Ricky over there with that big bad Hemi in that truck. The Dan Patrick Enterprises team, first class all the way. There's no better team in the industry to compete with, and they're top notch all the way. They've been dead consistent all day today, and
Why is Joey still wearing sunglasses even though the sun is clearly down?
We got freestyle coming up next, and that's where we excel. So they better strap on their boots tight.
Strap on those boots.
We're going for more action here in just a moment.
Wait, what's going on here?
Take you back to last night, where our new class of Pro Mod drivers had a chance to have their voices heard fireside.
I didn't know.
Oh no, not the fire chat again. Please.
We call our trucks mega trucks. And Joey come up with his class, and it's really bitching because when I was younger, I remember seeing like Miss Bigfoot and all the guys running around on 48s and stuff, and I kind of
Dan Patrick's sleeping again.
Into I didn't know how to prepare the truck, how I normally run the truck.
That's okay. None of us knew what the hell we were doing when we started.
Our tires that we normally run are like just under 200 pounds tire.
Dan Patrick, he just needs a nap.
Then we switched to the 48 inches wide, or 40 inches tall, 31 inches wide, and probably 500 pounds, or a little over 500 pounds. So it's just way different.
This honestly though, like I do like the fire side here because it kind of gives more of a realistic type flavor to it. Because whenever anybody who ever works at a show or is involved with monster trucks in any form of way at like a fairground or so, and there's a lot of people that like to do fires and all that stuff, you know, that type of stuff. This is usually what they do.
You know, a little bit of beefing up axles, a couple little suspension tweaks.
Yeah,
I think it's just not gonna be much.
You know, I think I look at mega trucks and I'm like, there's so much more potential here than just what's being done.
Yeah,
and you know,
It's a good way to highlight you guys.
you know, to kind of perform with guys.
Look at Cody.
You know, adding it as a pro mod monster truck. First of all, I think pro mods are like the coolest thing in the world as far as NHRA is concerned. And so if you're an NHRA fan, you know anything about drag racing, you're like, oh, what are pro mod monster trucks? It sparks that interest. And then a monster truck.
Oh my God, Dave. You remember the time when Gage took your hat and rubbed it against his balls? freaking Autumn kept on saying, give him his hat back.
Like mini monster trucks. Obviously.
Yeah, like medium size.
Well, the youth is our future, so we absolutely need the mini monsters.
And once these guys get dialed in, those things will be turning faster.
You just got a lesson a day in gravity. Hey, we're gonna make you. We're gonna make you.
Oh, Patrick's awake again. Wait, who the hell's this in the background? Or wait, is that Rick?
I know you didn't know what to expect when you saw that big old fat boys come in.
I had no idea what this was.
Gary actually tried it back in what, the 90s? On Nightmare, you put 48s on?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Gary Bauer. I didn't even see him there.
The track they had at the Silver Dome for the ultralight trucks or something.
The Mickey Thompson series.
What axles were there back then?
Well, what I had is the planetaries like that are in our truck now that have it, but I took the planetary ends off and put 5-ton spindles on with straight 5-ton
with 106
hubs.
Gotcha.
And I had 106.
I remember that quote.
I was going 70 miles an hour. I got scared.
What a fake laugh by Medusa. Literally.
I knew he was in for, but you know, the truck was my truck was dialed in for what it was designed for, but it just wasn't dialed in for the speed that I was.
Yeah.
Hopefully these guys weren't bitten badly by bugs.
A lot of it was just the physical handling. Like the tire doesn't grip like a conventional agricultural.
They couldn't have had a camera on the other side to get this guy's face.
Scooped out. It's almost like a paddle.
You scoop, hook, and go.
And we can't slide a corner really. If you slide a corner normally, the tire hooks and flips over. Well, they'll slide right out. They're almost like you're on ice, you know. So that took some getting used to, and just the weight, you know, they're so much heavier.
Thinking back in the 80s, I had 5 tons under my street truck, and I put 48 XTs on it at the Jamboree at Indy one year, and that's when Bodders had his 44s on his original street truck before he built the Black Stallion.
Somebody just sent me a video of that.
Yeah.
It was you and Bodders, driving over. It was like a line of big line of cars.
That had to be
bouncing over.
Like 1986, probably about when that was.
We get ready to go now with our Pro Mod category. First truck got Jake Burton in the Wild Child Chevy powered machine.
Guy looks like a kid with a bunch of tattoos. Honestly, I barely remember any of the guys that ran at Vermont. I remember a couple of them, though. I know Corey Rummel was there. Holy crap! Oh, Jesus! There goes the rear steer. He blew a line already.
Normally, these guys will run like a racing cane tire. And with these 48-inch Terras,
Oh, he's pissed.
They may be a lot more weight than they're used to carrying. We'll get another look here and see what exactly broke. The rear end came apart on him. We saw some parts come off. I believe that was a headlight that was bouncing around in front of him, though. Right here again, we'll get a good indication as
Let's
to
see.
exactly what broke and snapped
Ooh.
the steering rams. Looks like he snapped both steering rams in the back, and that's pretty much what ended the run for Jake Burton in the Wild Child.
Susan, you look great, hon.
Again,
Admit it, you look great.
Corner than they're used to with these trucks. This is a developing class. They're trying to get this going. Hopefully, we'll see more trucks in this class as the years go on. But now our first pair.
I honestly would not mind this. Like, I honestly would not mind something like this if Monster Jam did this too. Like, if they had these types of little pro mods and all that stuff instead of the speedsters, just do this stuff.
Horsepower advantage nearest the camera in the Chevrolet.
Blown Budget keeps going back and forth. Oh, he blew the start right there. Oh god, they gotta go to the double. Oh my god! Holy shit! Wow. Okay, I'm impressed. Oh, oh goodness. Okay, so there's only one pro mod left. Oh Jesus! And Susan, I would call you that, but I have a legit aunt, Sue. Oh, we have an RGR out there.
So, by default,
We just broke some stuff, baby.
well, JC Gaines is pumped out. Look at that. Sheared the knuckle completely off, and that was not a clean.
I was just so stoked that I hit the first double. I was like,
everything laying in the dirt.
it's like, oh.
No, Rick Swanson's not there. Good God, look at the damage. I think he definitely broke a knuckle. That's definitely a knuckle.
I just don't think there was enough engine to get over that second double. For Jason Gaines, another look at
Let's see this again. Blown Budget actually had some nice air going over that side there, but Jesus, look at that.
Two of these trucks in pieces. He'll rip that tire right off. So we go on board.
Oh God, we have an on board of this?
See if you can tell from here.
Let's see. Oh God, this is gonna hurt. First one, not bad. Kind of cased it a little bit. Second one, oh my God, even the camera moved.
Dirt goes everywhere. Jason Gaines is topside.
Oh my God, dude, that was some redemption. You gagged it like a big ass monster truck.
A big ass monster truck. All right, Medusa.
Yeah, bust the knuckle all the way. The adrenaline just from hitting the first jump, I just couldn't wait. Just lost enough engine. I forgot to downshift, and next thing later, boom. It's like, whoa.
Was it boom?
Like, bam.
Oh my God.
It's more like, oh crap, I just shut off my own truck.
Yeah, pretty much. I was like dead. I was like, what? Still got my bearings straight. I was strapped in tight, so everything was just good.
What is that in his hand? Is that an RAI switch?
Hitting it off the starting line there. What did you do? Did you just gag it out and hope for the best?
Pretty much. As soon as I came over that hill, just mashed the pedal and just hoped for the best. Kept my fingers crossed, and as soon as I got, like I said, come off that first double, man, it was just like.
He's slowly. He does not know what to do. He's never been interviewed before.
Back here running to your rescue. Dude, that was a great show. Great race. You and Blown Budget. In fact, I think you should have that title now, Blown Budget.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh my God, look at that knuckle. That knuckle is completely fucked.
You just gave that bitch, did you?
Whoa, just gave it all I can.
Well, congratulations.
Now, this is something that monster trucks need to be more of. Just curse. Literally, just curse.
A little tore up there, but unless I can find some parts tonight, we got a lot of wrenching to do.
I don't know. You might want to ask Joey on that thing.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Maybe
Yes, Miss Susan, because I'm reacting to the show. I got permission from Joe Sylvester to do this, and unfortunately, I'm not going to show the whole entire broadcast because that would be kind of stupid. Oh, freestyle's next.
Nothing is as unwelcome in a home as pests. Whether they crawl on the ground or fly through the air, they belong in the great outdoors. Servicing Ohio and Pennsylvania since 2008, Complete Pest Solutions visits houses and businesses like yours to ensure these critters get out and stay out.
It's the Outlaw Monster Truck, Monster Truck Thunder Drags, whatever it is. I don't necessarily know if you know about it. Joe Sylvester did this little program with a couple of monster trucks, and they're doing kind of like a pay-per-view type deal where they shot the show and they're having people order the show, which I think is good because this way, obviously, they can't do it in front of people. So they decided to do a show with no people, film it, and then release it as like a pay-per-view show. I hope that this keeps going because I would love for somebody like Throwdown or anything like this. Oh, wow, look at that.
What's going on, guys? Cody Associate, Pro Monster Truck Racer. Hey, guys, thanks for watching Outlaw Monster Truck Drags Fight TV. Hey, check out my 8 to 5 job right here at Smash Customs. Check us out on all the social media platforms.
But I think this is Marty Garza's book. Yeah, this is Marty's book. I have got to get that book. Pleasant Cook. You know, this is something I think is cool, having little pay-per-view ads and all that stuff, representing more different things. There's Zane in regular dad clothes.
Don't forget the minis are on hand. Logan Lockhart, driving the Retute Motorsports barely tamed machine out of Camden, Delaware. First time behind the wheel of a mini. This kid a go-kart racer. Had a bad crash, maybe a little gunshot, but I guarantee he's going to speed things up before the end of the week. We'll see more of him on the next edition of the Outlaw Monster Truck Drags. Then, Lucas Johnson, Crunch Time.
Crunch time.
There underneath the front end of that Ford Mini, and some awesome donuts.
What is this? What is this, like little freestyle?
Like the run. And Lucas Johnson laid down in the Crunch Time Mini. From there, we'll bring you back to live action. 4 of these minis on hand this weekend. We'll take you out for the
Little CJ.
the final 2. CJ Vertu out of Camden, Delaware. In the Stinger Unleashed Mini, the Wayne's Towing sponsored vehicle.
Oh, he's going back. I would love to have one of those things.
Already pretty fearless behind the wheel. This is his first run, though, of 3 runs he'll be laying down here this week on the terrain as we get going now with Mini Monster Freestyle.
Not bad.
over here toward the stage. I thought he was going to shut it down there for a second, but makes his way over.
Nice little air.
Off of that little transfer. As he will be flagged down here in a second as his time is up. I believe it's a 60-second clock.
60 seconds for freestyle for the minis. That's great.
Chassis actually started life identical to the barely tamed chassis. It was lengthened. The cradle was lengthened, making it just a little bit more stable. You notice it handles differently than that barely tamed chassis did. As CJ will take it back and park it, bring out number 4 in the field. Zaber 2 back him into place, and away goes Colton Kaiser.
Oh wow, he's heavy on the throttle right now.
Brand new body and paint scheme on this thing. Tribute to the police and first responders.
Oh god, he's heavy on that thing. Wow, a little slap wheelie too.
Mini.
Jesus Christ. This thing is quick. Hey, what's he doing? That thing can't go over the cars. Whoa! That was great. Ah, I would have hit the brakes and then tried to ride up a wheelie.
He's looking at maybe his last couple of years behind the wheel of this thing. I don't think it'll be long before we see him behind the wheel of the full-size 66-inch tall tire monster trucks.
This is why I love monster trucks so much. Oh my god, look at it! He even rode a slap wheelie. That was great. The American Scout, Colton Kaiser, I believe. Holy crap, nice air! I feel like Mike Hogwood right now. Just get into a donut. Oh, on 2 wheels. Up. Is he done?
He's going to wrap it up right there, and he'll definitely take the lead with our mini freestyle here at Yankee Lake as we get ready for the big trucks. 4 of them to come out here and freestyle. Number 2 family back in the pits trying to get their equipment back together. Rapid still has not made it.
Hey, wait a minute!
So, the Deltona, Florida GR McGill Racing Team pulled their second truck out of the trailer to play spoiler. Wolf's Head will be driven by Kyle Russell, and unfortunately, the electrical problems would end his first run early.
Oh, Jesus. Good grief. Air, technicality, momentum, and time. I believe that's what it said.
In the meantime, we go back to live action. Jack Brown and FTI Torque getting ready to make his freestyle run. But first, we're going to meet one of our judges, legendary monster truck driver, Scott Hess.
All right, so we're here with Scott Hess. Scott, you are somewhat of a legend in the industry. You've been around for
somewhat. He drove
You've seen a lot of
barefoot.
shows like this go off. What are your thoughts about what's going on and the track layout and everything that you've seen so far?
Well, it's been a really difficult track. A lot of height, a lot of big jumps. It's showed the tough trucks and the trucks that need a little more work, maybe. But it's been a great track, been a great show up to this point. We're really excited about freestyle today.
Absolutely, I think everybody's excited about it. And also, you know, since you've been in it and you've seen a lot of different things, you've seen changes throughout the years, especially with the trucks. You know, we had Gary Bauer with his 1980s monster truck, and then we bring out these 2000s trucks. They have double the horsepower, different layouts and everything. What's your thoughts on like the future of monster trucks? Where do you think that this is going to go with how the technical builds of these just grown and gotten better and better and better throughout the years?
Well, it's very amazing because I was in the business in the 80s and early 90s and leaf springs and not a lot of suspension. And to see what these trucks are doing today just blows my mind. It's just unbelievable what they're capable of and continue to run and keep performing and giving the crowd the great shows. I don't know if they can get much more sophisticated than they are. There's just so much goes into these new style trucks. It's just amazing. I'm sure they can continue to work on shots and make it safer.
Honestly, I would have loved if I would have shot this because they probably could have used a couple more cameras for this.
Drivers walking away it's just amazing what how these trucks are built can handle.
Absolutely. And also,
Hey, Gordon, how's it going?
if someone was looking to get into the sport, you obviously have the history in it. What would you tell someone? Would you tell them go after, or would you tell them maybe go find something a little safer and a little quieter?
Oh, I think I always encourage everybody to follow their dream. If it's something you want to do, this obviously isn't for everybody. It's a tough sport. From the outside looking in, you see the show, but there's everything behind it, and building the trucks and getting to the shows and the transporters and the novelties and the bookings, and there's just so much more involved. I think I would encourage someone to maybe get with a team and maybe get a job and learn it before you go dive in and spend a bunch of money and make sure it's for you.
Absolutely. We do have a couple guys out here that, started wrenching with some of the teams, and now they've built their own trucks with their own blood, sweat, and tears, and they're having a good time. Last thing is, I heard you're going to be one of the judges today. So why don't you tell us about what you'll be doing and what you'll be looking for to bring on a win?
Yeah, I'm excited. They've divided us into 4 categories, and I've got the big air category. So I'm really, really excited to see these trucks get some air and see who can outdo everybody.
All right, well, that sounds great. We're looking forward to the rest of the show.
Here we go. Here comes Jack Brown. Oh, yeah. Some nice air. Oh, a little sideways. Probably the cleanest those tires are ever going to be.
This is a big space to run these trucks in.
Wow, over the bus already. Not bad. Not bad. Keeping the momentum going. Come on. Oh, he could have gotten a donut there. There's plenty of space right there to get a donut. Whoa! A little crossed up there. Nice. I hope to God they smash that RV that's in the corner. I hope to God that thing gets smashed. That's supposed to be a pod?
Anything that gets in his way. Can you believe, by the way, that we just walked through this track? Where it's still wet out in the middle, but over here in front of the stage, it is dusty.
Whoa! Some nice air over the bus. Jack Brown is driving this one. Wow! A little bit of a side hit. Uh-oh. Oh, my.
Definitely not disappointing that judge looking for the airtime. Keep in mind, we have 3 judges. Each one is judging the truck on a different criteria.
Keeping it going. Not bad. Jesus! Oh, I think he I think it took off the bolts. Wait, he's going up. A 28. Okay.
For our next edition of the Outlaw Monster Truck Drags, we still have another bracket of racing to go. So bring out our next machine, Rick Steffens, out of Circleville, Ohio, and Sampson, the Hemi-powered Chevrolet. See what Steffens is lining up here for his first hit. Looks like he's backing all the way to the back edge of the platform. That's
Wait a minute. Wow. Don't ruin the drive shaft like what happened last time. Oh, wow. Some nice air. Coming through on the... Oh, nice. Slap it down. Oh, come on.
Again, this is sort of the warm-up round of freestyle. This is just the first of 3 and a big hit off the bus for Rick Steffens. Getting over here in some of this more moist soil.
Oh, he died.
He has lost power. Immediately refires it. That hurt his momentum. No, that will lose losing some points with our judge. Watching the use of clock, however, the use of track and hang time have been absolutely awesome. So if he can really hit that kind of that wow moment, he might be able to win.
Now you see, this is something I like. They did racing during the night, and then this is cool. Nice air.
There in the field. Sideways off the ramp there across the creek. Another big hit and sky wheeling up over the pond.
Oh, there we go. Some donuts. Ooh, rear steer straightened up.
The water in the track as loose as that dry soil is. You can put one on its side. If you're not careful getting into this more moist dirt here over near the backside of the track as Rick Steffens finishing up a solid run in the Samson Hemi-powered Chevrolet. Up next, another machine out of the state of Ohio. This is Joe Sylvester in the 79 Denside Ford.
Uh-oh. Joey.
He stalks his way down the starting line platform and blasts off.
Oh, my.
Yokohamas are just digging up this soil. Losing right there in the dust. Taking out that silver.
God, look at the cleats on those tires. Those things could probably dig right into anything. Those are the new Ukraines. Listen to that throttle rhythm. Keeping up consistency, keeping up the momentum. Oh, is he going to hit the tires? He almost hit that pole.
You can actually see the headers pushing the sand away. It almost looks like it was belch of smoke for a second. It was actually the dust coming up in front of the open pipes. The rich opinion.
Oh, yes.
Sounds awesome coming through those upturning zoomies.
Wait, what's he doing? He's going up.
Leap up onto the platform. That'll help him with the track usage.
I can't see. There he goes.
Comes back down and make a leap off the platform. Spending a lot of time playing his moves, not wasting time figuring out what he wants to do. He's just going to hit.
Oh, about to go through the trees there. Keeping it going.
And as far as he's gone, onto the property is not taking it.
Over the bus.
Nice wheelie over the top of the bunch.
Man, you can just listen to that motor. Good. Wow, there's some nice air. That's why he's a current world record holder. I'd love for him to go for that record again.
He just drove into about 3 feet of water with those tires and managed to dig all the way down and drop the soil.
Jesus, this guy. Man, he is just causing mayhem everywhere. No one's gone into that RV, though. Whoa! Man, just listen to that throttle. Yes, this is freestyle.
Just eating up the track. I never Never thought he was going to stop a marathon run.
Good God, that engine must be extremely hot right now.
I believe that will take over the freestyle lead. We wrap things up on this edition of the
Yes, it does.
Yankee Lake.
And right then and there, Rick Stephenson Sampson gets show 2. And
But guess what? It's still not over. One more show to go here in Yankee Lake to determine the king or queen of the Outlaws. So you know what to do? Sit down, strap in, and crank it up, baby. You are watching Outlaw Monster Truck Drags.
all right. 33. Bad Habit takes freestyle with a 33. And right then and there, that concludes show number 2. Much better than last week, I will say. Much, much better. I will say that was a lot better than last week. Obviously they had freestyle in this one, plus I felt like it was much better. Not a whole lot of trucks broke, but still, that was a good. But obviously, I think next week would be good. I think next week is going to be good. I mean, obviously, it's 1 week, not that good. The next week, better. So who knows what's going to happen for the third. But, who knows? Literally, who knows? Joey's been doing good. Honestly, I haven't really seen a whole lot of footage of that Bad Habit. So, I mean, that Bad Habit has been doing really good. Obviously, I saw Jack in Providence this year with that chassis. That chassis has been doing really, really good. But I will say, this is something good for the monster truck business because, number one, obviously with nothing going on right now, I think streaming events on Fight or like buying events on Patreon or anything like that, that can really support the business. I love if Monster Jam did stuff like this. Monster Jam and Fight TV get together. They, you buy old events or anything like that. I would love to do that. But, I don't know. That's just me. That was Joey's first Monster Jam TV show, Tampa. I remember that one. It's been a long time with Joey. World record holder. Let me just take a look at this. But obviously, let's see. The MJ Network. I remember that. I remember for the World Finals a couple of years ago. It might have been 2017. It might have been 2018. I don't really know. But they actually did like a practice. They did practice as like a little bit of a teaser for the MJ Network. And everybody thought it was going to be a good idea and everything else. But I don't know. I never know these days with anything that Monster Jam does or any monster truck promotion. I will say this, if there is one promotion that should go on to Fight or two, Throwdown and a Toughest Monster Truck Tour, those guys would make a fortune just on that. It could be they shoot an event, and normally they do events like maybe like 2 or 3 weeks a time or so. They could honestly film their event, put it on Fight TV, and go from there. They would make a fortune with that. A lot of people prefer Toughest and Throwdown over every other promotion out there. Honestly, I would. Actually, you know what? I have an idea. Oh, where is he? Here we go. Yeah, that was Anaheim 09. I remember that one. I need more fuel. I've always wanted to go to the dirt track. Not even kidding. I've always wanted to go to the dirt track, but I could never either find the day to go or I could never afford it. I mean, honestly, within these last couple of years, I've made a lot of good money. I would have loved to have gone, but luck didn't work out in its favor. A little bit of a loud bang there. Always red, no matter what. Red backdraft just always felt much better. The white one had bad luck. I mean, if you think about it, World Finals in 2011 breaks the wheel off, and Philadelphia 2011 goes out, shuts down. Nothing. Trying to get my buddy Brad here to join. He's kind of going through a rough patch. He's trying to, trying to make a friend feel better. I'll gladly admit I've never really been the best when it comes to helping people out, but I give it my all. That's usually the only thing I can do. I told you don't go on your laptop. Goddamn motherfucker.
What? I'm just trying to exterminate it. The huge ass wasp in here. I don't know where it went.
Favorite run of Max D? Well, Maximum Destruction? Probably Atlanta 07 comes to mind. What else? Anaheim 09 is another one. Oh shit. But if I had to guess, probably World Finals 7 when he won World Freestyle title. Max D, on the other hand, I haven't seen a whole lot. I mean, obviously the ones I saw were from either Blake or Tom. And the one run I remember from Tom was Vegas of 2014. So that one was really fun. Oh, about to get my buddy on here. Come on, Brad. Pick up, buddy. Come on.
Can you hear me, dude?
Yep. Hey, man, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we got Mr. Bradley Shaw here of the Crush This Monster Truck podcast, and also my co-host on the Nitro Fuel podcast, which we have got to return eventually.
Yes,
we have got to get back to that.
I got some plans that I'm trying to finalize with that, so it'll be coming back, and I actually have a new name and a new idea for it. So
all right, well, obviously,
make plans with you to get that done.
Obviously, yeah, we're going to be getting back into that, but obviously, I mean, I don't believe you actually watched the show tonight by any chance. I think you said that you only saw what I was doing, but like, I don't know if you heard a lot about what happened last week, but did you get a chance to see or even hear about what happened last week?
Not really. I really don't have the funds to purchase the Outlaw drags. I got the first 10 minutes of it because fight showed the first 10 minutes, and you had to buy it. So yeah, it's from what I've seen, it was exciting.
Well,
but,
obviously within the first one, the first one had a lot of because the track was a lot different. So like what I saw tonight was obviously you can't see what I'm doing, but like where they launched off this big pad and then they went down on a landing ramp. They had a much further landing ramp last week where a lot of people were braking. This one, they had no landing ramp. So Stinger lost a shock. Pretty Wicked bottomed out on her shocks, and I think she's done for the weekend. It felt really better this week because last week there was no freestyle one bit because everybody was braking left and right. Even in the final round, I think I know FTI Torque last week faced off against Samson, and Samson and FTI actually they both blew out a tire during the same race. So, but this week was a lot better. The runs were very smoother and everything else. I mean, like this right here, in my opinion, honestly should be what Monster Truck should be doing in the near future. Because if you think about it, if people are willing to buy this, then it's obvious Monster Trucks can be a draw on Fight TV.
I'm excited to see it, because we had Joey Sylvester on Crush This and talking about it coming up. He was excited for the Pro Mod Monster Truck, the Pro Mod class, and the Mini Monster class. It's something different, and he kind of gave us some hints on what the tracks were going to be like and everything. So I can't wait to see what they're going to do in the third show. I'll probably catch it the next payday. I'll probably purchase all three so I can actually watch them and see how they were. Was this one a lot longer than the last episode?
A little bit, yeah, because last week I think it was 45 minutes or so. Let's see, it's 9:12. I know the event's been over with for quite a while now, but I think it was roughly around 48 or so minutes or so. I mean, that's just me, but obviously though, last week there was a lot of breakage, so they really couldn't do anything. So that's why a lot of the commercials were added. Yeah, a commercial for a pay-per-view on a pay-per-view, but no, obviously this week felt a little bit more better. I'm pretty sure the drivers knew exactly what they were going to be doing this week compared to everything that they did last week. So, you know what though, like what I was mentioning about before, obviously with the pandemic and everything going around, I think that this is something good for the future, because if certain Monster Truck promotions like Throwdown, Toughest Monster Truck Tour, All-Star, fucking the promotion that goes to the dirt track, the beach shows in Virginia Beach and Wildwood, this could be something that these guys could put on instead of either watching it on YouTube or anything like that. Well, obviously, if they're going to be filming stuff like that, they obviously can't tell the fans to shoot the shows from the stands, but with something like this, I would love for it to be on Fight TV or on Patreon or anything like that, because with something like this obviously means more money for the teams, more money for the crews, more money for pretty much everybody putting their effort into it. But I mean, who knows? Literally, who knows? I would like to see more of it though, because I think this could be something for the future.
I think it's a good thing for the Monster Truck, sport as a whole, because we haven't had a pure racing series in a long time. And I'm not discrediting, what Monster Jam Feld Entertainment has done with Monster Trucks on television or any other people that have been able to do it. But I'm a huge fan of the Penda series. Tomorrow night on Crush This Live, we have some of the mainstays of the Penda series. We got Dan Patrick from Samson. We got Mark Hall. We have Marty Garza on. And we also have Gene Patterson on tomorrow night to do a Penda roundtable.
Oh, my God. Honest to God, I talked to Cheech about that, and I wish that was a call-in thing, kind of like a radio show where you could just call in and ask questions and all that stuff. That would be perfect.
Oh, we have quite a bit of questions that we're going to be asking them, and I'm a huge fan of the Penda series. That's the series that I remember most as a child. My two things were American Sports Cavalcade with NHRA, and then Trucks and Tractor Power
on TNN.
Even though living in Canada, we got TNN. and that was like my two things. I remember, like being excited for every single time either one was on. So, and this it's kind of evolutionizing the sport with what Joey's doing, adding new tracks, and I was even a part of. He did the virtual Outlaw Monster Truck Drags for a few weeks there, and I was able to be a part of one of the events, and it kind of it's something that I think the sport has needed for a long time. And I've been around promoters like Monster Truck Throwdown and the Bill Payne's crew and a lot of those guys, and I think what Joey's doing is so different than what everybody else is doing.
Well, yeah, obviously because number one, no fans, which honestly, as much of a downer that is, because I've always felt that whenever you have a crowd, it brings in more of the show, it brings in more of the atmosphere and everything like that. But obviously with the film crew that they got there, promoting the events like they got, it is a lot different, because normally whenever you see a monster truck show, you think to yourself like, okay, so we're going to see like a big crowd. We're going to see this type of action, this type of action. This is totally different. Like, in the last time I've ever really seen a type of straight line track like what we got here, obviously I know that I believe it's called Monster Race or whatever it is. It's overseas. I think it's in like Sweden or something like that. They race over a bunch of hills, but with something like this, they start at least like 10, 15 feet off the ground, go over the little hill, and then do kind of like a West Lebanon style straightaway where they have to go over a bump and then another bump. But I mean, it is good nonetheless, because it's good for the monster truck industry. It's good for all the drivers. It's good for pretty much every promoter out there that sees this, and they can probably say to themselves, we can do something like this too. And hopefully that brings in more and more ideas. I will say this, if I were to go out on a limb and say if there were to be anybody out there that would try something like this, I'd say Zane. I literally say Zane Ratu would probably do something like this in the near future.
Yeah, and Joey kind of on when we had him on Crush This Live, he kind of gave us a hint of what the third track is going to be, and I'm excited for it. Like from what I remember, what he told us, it's going to be a driver's course. This isn't going to be a horsepower, put your foot down and pray course. You're going to have to be behind. You're going to have to get up on that wheel and drive.
Oh no!
It's going to be a tricky track.
I talked to a buddy of mine last week, and I asked him. He was actually there for some of the filming, and I asked him like, what exactly will other people expect? And he pretty much just said like, just keep your eyes peeled, because there's gonna be a lot more things coming out. And he said, obviously, even though with the breakage, it's good. Because some of the fans get to see some of the crashes, but also at the same time, there's also some of the newer things, like with the minis, the pro mods, which one thing I will say to the people at Monster Jam, please, if you do triple threats again, get rid of the speedsters and the ATVs. Bring in the pro mods. Literally, bring in the pro mods. Build your own pro mod. I don't give a shit. Those are fun. Like, I love the speedster racing. Quads are okay. But if you bring in the pro mods, that is going to be really, really fun. It's, Brad, I don't know if you saw some of the photos, but the pro mods are kind of like the mega trucks a little bit, except that instead of the smaller wheels, they have 48s on. So it's kind of like the late 80s style wheels with the 48s, but they run on the most similar style chassis that we see today.
See, I think, there's video footage of Bigfoot came out with a DVD years ago. It was like a Vault edition or whatever, and it had Bigfoot 8 on 48.
Yep, I've seen that.
And that's what it reminds me of. Because they were a lot of people were kind of thinking about doing that back in the day, from what I remember reading stuff about it as well. And I think it's a way for something new in the sport. Even just with a lot of the tracks, and you're mentioning Zane Ratu, which I'm doing a lot of stuff with Zane right now with the Renegade Monster Truck Tour. I just created the new logo for that. And I'm excited to see kind of where the monster truck industry goes on from here, with COVID happening and promoters being shut down. And there's a lot of people doing events right now. You got Ed Beckley. with the No Limits Monster Truck Tour. You have Brian Wagner with the All-Star Monster Truck Tour. They're starting to do events again. And even, I wanted to speak on, the virtual stuff. I was just involved in an event on last Friday, basically promoted by WGAS Motorsports.
Oh, yep. I saw that one. That was at Del Mar, right?
Yeah, I was in that. I was competing in Bounty Hunter in that. So, I've been doing the virtual stuff for the last 10 years and even just probably a little bit more than that. So, I'm excited to see, where the monster truck industry heads from here. And even speaking about drag racing, NHRA's getting back going this weekend.
Yep. They're going to be going to Indianapolis soon.
For 2 weekends. So, stay tuned for that, everybody. I'm going to, I'll say now, I'm going to meet with you hopefully on Wednesday on my day off, and we can go over plans. I'll say it right now, it's not going to be called Nitro Hour or whatever.
Nitro Fueled, whatever the fuck.
It's not going to be called that no more. It's going to be still related to the Crushless family, but it's going to be its own entity now. I have the name of Nitro Cast.
That is good. That is good. Nitro Cast.
Or something like that. So it's going to be something its own thing. We're going to be doing some awesome stuff with it. I have big plans for that. There's a lot of good things happening. Even though I had a pretty horrible weekend, not going to lie, I'm going to stay motivated. I'm going to stay motivated and kick some ass with this. And I love what you're doing with your channel. I've been a fan of your channel for a long time, and with all the old Penda stuff that you put up and some of the drag racing stuff. And
hey, I mean, honestly, with something like that, I have to shout him out for this. Nick Davis helped me out with a lot of that. The drag racing stuff, the John Force one that he gave me. Honestly, Nick really helped me out with that because he's a drag racing fan too. He's got pretty much the whole entire Diamond P collection. The only thing he's missing, I think, is maybe 2 videos or so. But if you look at his collection, he's got pretty much all of Diamond P. But I will say this, I am glad that drag racing is coming back. I'm glad a lot of everything is coming back. I just think, though, because I was just watching the NASCAR race from Indianapolis last night, and it felt so weird because Kevin Harvick won the race. Sorry for spoilers, but Kevin Harvick won the race, and he gets out, and literally it just felt so sad. He gets out of the car, and he just looks all around, and there's no one there. There's just no one there. I've always felt that a crowd makes the show, but, hopefully I give it within the next couple of months or so, there's going to be more people going to shows, more people doing this stuff, more people doing that stuff. I would love to see bigger crowds, but obviously I prefer safety over anything else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. And I want to quickly get your thoughts on Corey McClendon and Tony Schumacher coming back to drive at Indy. That's
Tony, I kind of knew he would be coming back soon. You couldn't keep the Sarge down forever, but Corey McClendon.
He's not the Sarge anymore. We can't call him that.
Oh, I know, but it's just that you look back at what he's ever done. I mean, if you think about it, do you go back to him in 96 through 99 as the Peak Brothers or the X-Side car?
Or either him driving jet dragsters even before that.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm excited to see Corey Mack back. I got to meet him in Bristol in 2005, and he's one of my all-time favorites. I've always loved how he handles himself.
Oh yeah,
he's a very passionate person, and for him to be partnered up with Schumacher Racing again, which is awesome to see. That Don Schumacher's given him a chance. It might be for 1 or 2 events, but hey. And it just shows, how sponsorship is, even with Tony, being out for so long now.
He didn't. Tony didn't make one race last year, right?
No, he didn't. He was out the whole season. As soon as Army pulled their sponsorship, he's been out of the seat. So, he's still one of the best, even though I never really liked him, in his dominant years. I was more of a, Doug Kalita guy. And
oh, come on. You didn't like Larry Dixon?
Oh, I love Larry Dixon. Don't get me wrong. I love Larry Dixon. I remember his rookie season in
95.
I remember the race, that Steve Evans described the car as a Roman candle.
I think that might have been Pomona. That might have been Pomona or English Town.
No, it was English Town. It was final round.
I was gonna say because I know what that one literally goes off the line, maybe not even half track or so, already on fire, and he still goes.
Oh yeah, he still is just like he keeps the pitch floored basically. It's I'm a huge '90s NHRA fan as well.
Yep. Literally like
except 1992. I won't talk about that heartbreak.
Oh my god. Well, that's a story for another day. I really do hate to cut this short, Brad, but we got to get going here. But for a lot of people that don't know a lot about Bradley Shaw, where can we find this young man? Where can we listen to Bradley Shaw?
I am on Instagram at the Monster Truck Canucker. You can find me on Facebook under Bradley Shaw. Check out Crush This Monster Truck Podcast, and upcoming soon, I'm picking up a computer in about an hour. I'm going to start be streaming some games, so check that out and streaming some watch-alongs. So, yeah.
All right, Brad. We'll definitely look forward to that. Everybody, please follow Brad, the Monster Truck Canucker. Brad's a really cool dude. Brad, fuck whatever's been going on and all that stuff. Keep your head up, brother. It's always good to stay positive. Just keep your positivity going. It doesn't matter whatever has happened. Just stay positive. You get through anything and everything. And thank you very much for being a part of this, man.
Hell yeah, man. Thank you, man.
All right, man. Have a good night. All right. That is going to wrap it up for this lovely live stream we got. And I've been going at this for almost 2.5 hours. Jesus Christ. Anyway, Gordon, your question here, I've been ignoring this for a long time. Yes, I remember Craig. I saw him drive Max D, Worcester 2012. Pulled off a wonderful save in freestyle. But, everybody here, I just want to say thank you. Maybe tomorrow or so, I am going to be streaming Beam. I did a test on that not that long ago. So maybe give some thoughts on the comments here. See what you guys want me to do on Beam. Do you want me to do realistic moments? Do you want me to do freestyles? Whatever you want me to do, willing to give it a try. And I'm sorry if I'm going all over the place. The monster is fully kicking in. But anyway, I want to say thank you to everybody who tuned in, everybody who commented down. If you guys like this, please leave a comment below. Let me know exactly what you want to see, what you want me to do. Obviously, I'm not going to try to upload all my Monster Jam stuff. I want to do a whole lot different with the channel that I should have done many years ago, and I'm like 10 years too late. But please leave a comment below on what you guys want to see. And until then, thank you for everybody tuning in. Everybody stay safe out there with the COVID and everything else happening. Everybody have a great night, and I will see you next time.